we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Me wind and rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just treat your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
When things look bad, and it looks like you're not gonna make it, and you gotta get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
Good afternoon, welcome to VP4TV. We're here for week 3 of the Winter League in VP4, and we're due to go at the top of the hour. Let's have a quick look. We can see the teams. We've got the VP4TV Tactical Geniuses, the Gamblers, 9-Ball Shots, and Team Philippines. And the schedule for today, Saturday, February the 4th, is the Tactical Geniuses are up against the Gamblers, and 9-Ball Shots are up against Team Philippines. And the event summary so far: Gamblers have played 1-2, as have the Tactical Geniuses. Gamblers are at the top on Racks 1. I'm not sure how that goes with the fact that one of the teams last week didn't have a player show up. Whether it goes like a 9-0 win or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the main difference in the percentage here. Gamblers have the advantage of a 68% win ratio. But of course, something has to give tonight because these two top teams are up against one another. I don't know whether everybody is here representing all the other teams, but we've got all of VP4TV Tactical Geniuses here. Matt has arrived. He's in getting a warm-up. Coldest Pillow is in the stream where he shouldn't be. You need full focus here. And Larry has been in for a little while. So I think, well, we'll soon find out who's missing once the rooms go up. So they'll go up at the top of the hour. So each player plays each other member of the other team. And it doesn't take long, probably 2 hours maximum for the league. It would obviously be longer if there were more teams in. But we struggled to get 4 teams in. There's the results in the last 7 days. 9-Ball Shots and Tactical Geniuses. Tactical Geniuses won that 1-6-3. And of course, you had the Gamblers with a 9-0 win over the Team Philippines. But the main issue there was that Maxa, who we found out was that numpty, whose name escapes me again, he decided not to show up. And he hung the Team Philippines out to dry. So I believe Paul has got rid of him. I think that if we look at the teams, I think that Hazard has stood in for Team Philippines. So looking at the lineup tonight from top to bottom, we've got MC Clarkey in his first outing for the Tactical Geniuses. We've got Larry in at number 2 and Coldest Pillow filling the number 3 spot. The Gamblers, we have Chimpy, who's getting another run out. You've got Preacher and Semi-Pro as the other 2 members of the team tonight in the lineup. Bobby Barris for the 9-Ball Shots. Bankster and Vertical Liquid are the lineup there. And Paul and Spud Boy and Hazard are the lineup for Team Philippines. So that's us. We're good to go. Snakes, that's who it is. So we've got, I think we've got all the teams here. Is there anybody missing? I don't know, because it just washes over me how many people are in a team and how many aren't. In fact, now that I've asked that question, well, Hazard is in away mode. Aye, Vertical Liquid, he isn't there, is he? Yeah, that's cutting it fine. See, if that was me, I'd be panicking. I mean, we're a minute away from the top of the hour and there's a player missing. Now, don't tell me that's going to bloody... what team's Vertical Liquid in again? He's in the 9-ball shots. So that's going to be a bit of a stitch-up if he doesn't show. I definitely don't see Vertical Liquid, so that's at least one player that's missing at the moment. These rooms are about to go up. That's the wrong tab, because we're just knocking on the door of 5 o'clock. Now, I presume Steve is busy. I don't know whether he was intending to be here or not. I actually opened up Discord. I'm going to have a quick tab. I'd assume that he's busy. So we'll wait till the matches go live. And what I'm going to do is, same as I did last week, I'm obviously going to be focused on my team, but I'll be browsing through the rooms. We'll be jumping back and forth because there might be like a critical match that could decide the outcome of the results this week. Still no sign. I doubt Vertical Liquid is for the chop. You've got to get reliable people in your team. You've got to be reliable, but more importantly, you've got to communicate with them, and they've got to communicate with you. If there's anything crops up, you've got to let your team captain know, at least give them enough time to try and rearrange the team before the league goes live. Well, that is after 5 now, so it's definitely a minute past 5, and we still don't have any rooms up, which is a bit concerning. They should definitely be going up. Don't tell me Steve's broken. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear if there's anybody there. Yeah, it's a bit of a worry. That's at least 2 minutes past 5 now, and there's no rooms. And we'll give it another minute, but then we'll have to probably try and wake up Steve. Oh dear. Nothing goes smooth, does it? I mean, this is too late now. That's at least 3 minutes past 5. I'm going to give him a bell. Hang on a minute. See if I can get a hold of him. Back in a sec. Yeah, but you won't be playing until the rooms go up. Oh shit, it is. Thank God for that. I never saw them going up. I know I was in the wrong tab, but I was waiting to see them going up. Thank God for that. I did panic. I started to come out in a cold sweat. Right, so we've got Coldest Pillow up against Preacher, Larry in semi-pro. Well, that's the match we're going to go into. We've got Matt against Chimpy. So 2 big matches already. We've got Vertical Liquid against Paul. Now, I presume that Vertical Liquid's still a no-show. So Paul's going to get a walkover there. They're going to get a walkover all night unless Vertical Liquid suddenly turns up for his remaining 2 matches. So that's a bit stupid. Oh dear. Well, we're going to go in and catch some of this first match. Remember, these are all races to 9. So we've got a wee bit of a cagey start here. Now I need to bring up the league tab for the matches so that we can jump back and forward. So they're now all live. Now why am I not seeing anything in the... why is 9 ball shots in Team Philippine? Aye. So, but where's Vertical Liquid? Oh, there he is, right, I can see him there. Right, so in these matches, you've got Chimpy getting last 2, Scratch with Larry and Semi-Pro, and Scratch with Colpus, Pillow and Preacher. You've got Bobby Barris getting a 7 ball against Spud Boy. Bankster and Hazard, that's a scratch match, and Vertical Liquid supposedly getting 7 and out, but that doesn't seem to be happening. The Semi-Pro's gone all out for the cut on the 1, and he should be good to go for this first rack. Now, he's got to be careful how he gets to this 6 ball. He's checking it a bit, but he's decided to leave it in the side. That's probably the wisest move, rather than coming up table. So first blood to Semi-Pro. And of course it's winner breaks as well. And one thing you'll notice if you've been paying attention to the league rules on the table setup, the one thing that still hasn't been fixed is the break box. There's no break box in the kitchen, which is supposed to be part of this league setup. So that's either going to be fixed or it's not going to be fixed. Only Steve can answer that. So Semi-Pro went all out for the combo in the 1-9. Now Larry has got a difficult cut because he's obviously going to have to go 2 rails back across for the 4. So getting on the 4 shouldn't be the problem. It's the first pot that's the problem. Now, if he plays it ultra safe, he could leave an awkward cut in the 4, and he could also maybe play a 2-way shot here and try and hook Semi on the 1 if it doesn't win. But he probably won't do that. No, he went all out and was way off the mark. Well, this isn't easy either way. The 1 ball will bank though, I think. Although he might have to... it might bank. I think the 6 ball's slightly in the way of the line, maybe. It looks as if he's having a look at the bank. He might get away with it. Good afternoon to Tam. I was getting myself all flustered there. Well, I presume he's playing the bank. He's now playing the cut. And he's not getting away with it. So now Larry has to make a decision here, because that 6 ball does go, but it's tight. Now, if he gets himself straight in the 4, which he hasn't, and so he's going to dig back out into the table, he's got to get out far enough. He needs to get right out into the table here, because if he's leaving a cut in this, it's going to be awkward. And that's a good shot. That's exactly where he wants to be. And now he's got 2 choices. He can cut this in, go to the rail, back up, and again, got to get high enough. Back up to where he is would be ideal. He could go forward and come round the short side of the 8, but he's just trying to get back into the same line, and that's perfect. So Larry should be all square. He just wants to go forward and get into a fairly straight line in this 9 ball. Well, I would be going forward because you've got a nice angle to do it. Right, so we'll watch this 9 ball rolling in, and then we'll have a quick look at what's happening elsewhere. So that's 1 apiece in that match. And the top match, we've got Matt against Chimpy. They're 1 apiece as well. Let's dive in there. Well, that's a disappointment. Vertical Liquid not showing up. Meanwhile, Chimpy getting last 2 in this match. Matt at the table. That just needs to slow up. It just needs to slow up. He should be fine though. Well, again, he's got a choice in how he goes about this. He can go forward, let it roll out. And again, he can go forward and come up top here. The only danger with that is the pace. He's going the other way, and that's the safe route. That was well done, because using the angles, it allows you to judge the pace of the cue ball better. And there's that first match forfeit there. So that's 2 weeks in a row a player hasn't showed up. So Matt is going to get into the lead, 2 racks to 1. And let's have a look at what's happening in my 3rd team member's room, coldest pillow at the table. Now this has got to track a good deal, this. And that is going to be the high cut, so this has got to be up and down. You've got to let this cue ball roll, and of course you don't want to go below the 9. If you do, you want to be good where you can finish on the left side of the 9. And he is going to go too far. It needs to keep going though now. It needs to keep going. That's not bad. You know, if you overhit it like that in the short side of the 9, then you want to overhit it right to the rail, and he's done it. So, coldest pillow goes into the lead as well. Break looks dry. No handicap in this match. Right, so the only other matches that we've got going is Bobby Barris and Spud Boy. Let's jump into that. So Spud Boy's got 2-0 in front at the moment. Bobby Barris getting the 7 ball. Haz is sitting in away mode. What the hell's his name? I'm sure I've got him on Facebook. So is anyway? I presume somebody's PM'd him. What's his name? I'm sure he's on my friends list on Facebook. Aye, that's it. Right, just give me a second. Wait till you get my phone. Hang on. Get my phone out. Hold on. Where are we? I'm trying to find the last message I spoke to. That's no him. Where is he? Richard Jenkins, isn't it? That's him. Right, hang on. Where are you? Because it says he's online. Right, let's see if I get a response from him. No, he's not Spanish. I think he just. I think he goes to Spain a lot to avoid tax. Right, it says active now on his profile under my messages that I've just sent him. So, right, hang on. I'm getting a reply. Shit, just get in. He says. Right, he says he's in now. Right. So let's have a quick look. Oh, hang on a minute. Where are we? Right, so he's forfeited his first match. So, and then he's going to get a win against Vertical Liquid. He's going to probably be here and not actually play a bloody ball. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. Right, so it's 3-0 to Spud Boy. Let's have a little wander round. Well, there's not really much to be said looking at these other matches, of course, because you've got 2 forfeits already there. So that sort of evens it out up until now. But then, of course, the Vertical Liquid still doesn't show at all. They won't be getting any points that way. Right, meanwhile, Larry is in trouble. Larry's 4-1 down to semi-pro now. You've got Coldest Pillow all square with Preacher. You've got Matt 3-2 up. Let's go into the semi-pro Larry match, see if we can jinx semi-pro. Doesn't look like it. Now, this is just a wee bit fiddly. Bottom right English, and he's overcooked it. Oh no, he hasn't. What a lucky roll he got there off that knuckle. So Larry's in big trouble at the moment. Going to be 5-1 down. Yeah, this just spoils it. It spoils the session when you've got players not showing up. It just ruins it. Especially only 4 teams in. I mean, okay, the first league season, what did we have 7 teams in, something like that. And of course, Team Philippines had problems then. But it's bad enough Hazard being a sub for a guy that was a numpty last week and coming in and then not bloody showing up himself. How numpty-ish is that? Well, Larry could have a go at the cross bank here and just bring the cue ball back down table. If he misses it, he's hoping that this one ball goes to the short rail. That would be the shot, rather than trying a combo. Oh, the one ball just goes in. Big sigh of relief there. Has Vertical Liquid arrived now? Well, I suppose that's a good sign, but only 20 minutes late. Oh dear, Larry. Oh dear. And Vertical Liquid, well, the clocks haven't changed in the last 3 weeks, so I don't know what excuse Vertical Liquid's come up with there. Oh dear, Semi-Pro's at it as well. What the hell's going on here? Well, Larry's been given a lifeline there because that was a bad miss in the 2. And Semi-Pro has given him a lifeline, but watch this cue ball. And this cue ball's going all over the place. That's no good. So he's got to duck behind that 4. I mean, he probably won't. He'll probably play the bank. And that's gone to the rail too soon. Now he needs to get lucky. And Semi-Pro will be cutting this. Yeah, you can make subs up to 5 o'clock, until the thing goes live. That's why I want people here at 4:45. Then I know everybody is going to be here. Then I don't panic. So if any of your other team members show up as well, then you can always throw one of them in. Well, Larry had his chance, then he got another chance, and he went for the bank when he should have probably buried Semi-Pro behind the 4. All-out attack isn't working, Larry. This is going to be a roasting unless it suddenly turns. So Larry's got an awful lot of work to do to get anything out of this. It's now 6-1. If we look at the other scores, that looks as if it's running close there between Matt and Chimpy. And Coldest Pillow's got daylight between him and Preacher. Spud Boy has got daylight as well. He's now got a 3-1 lead. Vertical Liquid and Hazard are underway. So let's go in and have a look. Not that one, that's the one we've just been in. What the hell am I doing? Hang on. Let's go in and have a look and see how Matt and Chimpy are doing. Matt looks as if he's also going to have a wee bit of leeway. Uh-oh. Now the commentator's curse has done his own teammate. The commentator's curse has done him. That's a numpty shot, that, from Matt. Now, why is he playing a Massey and not... Oh, the jump cues aren't on. That's right, I forgot. Well, that's a gift for Chimpy. I mean, this is just a gentle little cut and a 3 rails onto the 9. In fact, tell a lie. That's all he needed, it wasn't it, getting the last two. So big mistake from Matt there. Anywhere in the table, bar behind the 9 ball. And what was going to be a 2-rack gap. There's that pattern. There's the pattern. There it is. Bloody thing again. Now, is Matt going to regret that mistake? Now, usually that 4 ball goes in the side, but it won't go in the corner, so let's have a look. And it won't go in the corner, but if you get behind it, it goes in the side. That's the usual with that position. But Chimpy had no shot in the 3 really. Now, Matt can use the 8 ball as a stopper here. He's got to cut that right onto the 8 ball. If he doesn't get that right, this 3 ball's going to leak out. And that'll do. And he's going to leave it awkward. Now, I don't care what anybody says. These are difficult to judge. He might be going for the bank. They're difficult to judge if you're trying to get a hit to play safe. He's got the bank. And now I don't know that he can push through and put Matt in trouble. He can't. So it's either all out for the cut or trying to find a safety. I think it'll be all out for the cut, to be honest with you. Got to watch that side pocket as well. And he's stuck to the rail. So this is not simple. And he's avoided the scratch. He's the nice bump in the 5. And it could be costly. That error by Matt. Bit of right English in the cue ball here just to bring it back to a squared line. Now, he could play this. Well, he's putting a bit of left on it. He's got to watch the pace and he's got to watch the side pocket. I don't think he put that much on. That was good enough. So this is looking like it's going to be a big swing here from what should have been 5-3. It's now going to be 5-4 to Chimpy. Just nick this 8 ball in up to the side pocket on the left. And it might be very costly. We'll see the break here. Well, the 8 ball's got a double kiss there. Back into the 5 ball. Let's get in. The 1 ball's in play. And this is a good enough table for Chimpy to be running out. So it's going from bad to worse. Right. Semi-pro on the hill. Larry's doomed. It's going to be a pasting in that match. So Coldest Pillow is looking secure at 6 racks to 1. Spud Boy 4-2 up. Hazard 2-0 down to Vertical Liquid. Hazard is giving away the 5 ball, and that's very dangerous in that match. Let's jump in. If we can get in, that is. Oh dear. And this is not good either. He's having to kick at the 5. And if he doesn't get this hit and safe, it's going to be a gift for Vertical Liquid. And there it goes. It's going to be 3-0. This is why you've got to protect. You've got to protect that 5 ball. So this has to turn for Hazard here. Now that he showed up, he's got to try and dig out something in that match. Quick look in at Bobby Barris and Spud Boy. Bobby Barris getting the 7 ball. Now, again, just a cut, let the cue ball come out. And this match might take a while. Yeah, and it didn't find a line, nowhere near it. Well, again, this is just a gentle cut. Let the cue ball come around behind the 8 ball. Just a nice pace. And that's perfect. And again, just a simple drop in the 3. Just go to the short rail at the top and come back out a tad. Just that sort of pace you're looking for. And that's fine. Now, this one, you just go forward, come back across. You don't need to go up the table. You come back across, get to about there, roll the 5 up, 6 into the side, 7 into the side, 8 into the corner. This is easy. If Spudboy plays it right now, he could play this with a wee bit of check. He's fine though, he didn't need it. Now, this is the one that's going to catch him out. He's not on a line he would like. It cuts up the table, obviously. You see, the thing is, he was always going to run near the 6 ball, and he's got away with it. But if he plays it into the side, he's just got to dab this in. No, they didn't change. Yeah, they did change the times this season, yes. But we've already been on 2 weeks. Yeah, it's an hour earlier this week for the Filipinos. It's been an hour earlier all the week so far. And it'll be 5 PM GMT next week. Whatever time it is locally, obviously. So this is a good little run out here for Spudboy. So we'll give him that 9 ball, provided he doesn't find a way to follow it in. Right, semi-pro. Well, Larry's got 1 back, but I think that's like a consolation rack that he's got. And now Matt's in trouble. He's 6-4 down to Chimpy. So clearly we've got a match in the balance here. We've got Coldest Pillow looking good at 7-3 up. We've got Semi-Pro looking very good, 8-2 up. Just a matter of time, that match, you would think. But this is the one that's in the balance here. You've got Azad still 3-0 down against Vertigo Liquid. So there's still a chance for that match to turn a bit. But this is the one that is important. And Matt's got back to within 1. And that looked, well, the 4 balls got in. I thought it was going to be dry. He's good on the 1. Oh dear, look at the 7 ball now. He's got to think about that. He's got to think about playing a 3-9-7 combo here. He's got to think about that. And that's what he's looking at, because he can't get to the 7. He doesn't want to be trying to break the 7 out, because he doesn't need to. That's dead set, that 9-7. Yeah, that's going in every day of the week. So he wants to be getting himself on the 3 ball in such a way that he can play that combo. Yes, it does go. That 9-7 goes in every day of the week. Listen to your captain. And it's easy to make as well, because you've got enough gap. Just believe every word they say. It goes. You're never missing it. You've just got to get. You've just got to get good in the 3. Needs to keep running, and that'll do it. So I reckon as long as you hit this fairly straight on, the 9 and 7 has to go in. And that was the problem, getting the line on it. If he was behind that three ball straighter, that was a doddle. But the fact that you're making that cut angle makes it a lot more difficult. Well, Matt has got off the hook there, but now the 7's in an awkward spot again. Let's have a look. Well, I reckon there's problems either way here. You've got a 5-8 combo. If that 8 wasn't there and you were good in the 5, you could maybe try for a bump in the 7 and still have a shot in the 6, but that ain't going to happen. Now he could maybe try it here, yeah, and he's got the bump, but where's the cue ball going? It's going south to no man's land. Well, reverse bank on the 6 ball, and if you don't get it right and you hit it to the long rail, it should finish in the short rail. But that's coming out for the cut. So Chimpy is going to open the gap again here. And we still haven't seen a result from the semi-pro Larry match. It's now 8-3. Larry's got another consolation rack. Meanwhile, Preacher has got, I think, another rack in the board. It's now 7-4 to Coldest Pillow. Spud Boy is 5-2 up. Spud Boy's looking good at the moment. And Hazard has got himself off the map. Chimpy's potted something. 7 balls gone. Going to have to be a safety or a 1-4 combo. Now where's that 1 ball gone? Oh, it's ducking and diving. This is as thin as you can get it. Oh dear, he's caught the 2. Well, there's a gift for Matt. And Matt's got to pounce. The commentator's curse is working. And the only reason I said that is because Chimpy's listening. Watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball. Oh, disaster. And the curse is working both ways. You got to laugh. Oh dear. It's gone from bad to worse, and it's going to be well, at least the 5 ball hasn't gone dead in a combo in the 9, so that's the one good outcome there. Totally unbiased. Totally impartial. I'm still waiting for this Larry result coming up on the screen. We haven't seen it yet. It's inevitable that's going to happen. But I'll tell you, if Larry got out of that hole, that'll be some result. Hang on a minute. I daren't go back near that room. I just don't want to go back near that room at all. Let's have a quick look. It's still 8-3. The result's got to come any time. And now we're going to get jiggery pokery going on here. Now, at some point with this tip tapping, somebody's going to set up the combo here in that 9 for a kick up and down. That's tactical advice to both of these players, because that's what's going to happen. That 5 ball is going to come off the rail and it'll be sitting dead with a combo in the 9 if you kick it up and down. Watch this. Watch this. Just wait and you see what happens. You can see it coming. Oh, wait a minute here. Low ball, not hit. What the hell happened there? What did I miss there? There you go. There you go. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? And Coldest Pillow has got the result. That was badly needed. Well done to Coldest Pillow. But the commentator got it right again. Sooner or later, the combo is going to be left. And Chimpy now has a comfortable lead. He's on the hill. Five ball goes in. Did anything else go in? Nope, just the 5. And that one ball, very tight. But he hasn't got the cover. And the problem is, Matt's got to try and sneak back behind the 2. Well, I don't know that he's not got the cover at all here. Now is Chimpy going to have a pop for the match? Is he going to have a capo at this 9 ball? Or is he going for the cut? I don't think he can get enough of it to play the cut. But I don't think he can get enough of it to play the combo either. No, he can't. Oh, he's got lucky. Welcome to Mark. See, you could get here to play the leagues, Mark. If you wanted to. Well, I think Matt will settle for that. It's all or nothing here for Chimpy to win the match. Get the bank in the 1 ball. You would think he's going to have a shot in the 2. But it hasn't gone. And Matt has his chance to nip 1 back. Right, this Larry match still hasn't come up as a result. What the hell's going on? Larry's got another one. It's a long way to go. He's 8-4 now. It's just about getting some racks on the board if we can, because the racks count at the end of the day. Well, that Maxer that was in the Philippines team last week, Mark, Paul got rid of him and got Hazard in as a sub. What the hell did Hazard do? Not bloody show up. Until I got hold of him on Facebook. He missed his first match. And Vertical Liquid, his excuse was the league's been on 3 weeks and he just realised what time the bloody league starts. And he didn't show up either. Missed his first match. Bloody shambles. Well, Matt had his chance to get that rack on the board and he's failed. Chimpy all out for the bank again in this 7 ball. Oh, I think he got a double kiss there. But look at that jamminess. That is jammy bullshit. You remember the first week you played? Remember what time it was? And, well, we've got a result here. It's a win for Chimpy, 9 racks to 5. So it's looking like it is 1 apiece at the moment. And there's still 1 match to complete. Larry's now got 5 on the board. I'm staying out the room. I'm not going in there. I dare go in that room. And now Hazard is 3 apiece. Let's go in. See if we can jinx Vertical Liquid. So Vertical Liquid is going to get into the lead. Now remember, Vertical Liquid's getting the 5 ball, so Hazard has to protect that 5-ball at all costs if he can. Still no result through from the semi-pro Larry match. Larry's battling, but I will not go near the room. That's the last thing I want to do, because I know sure as hell if I stick my nose in that room, boom, I'll jinx Larry straight away. That's not getting to a real big mistake from Hazard. Well, Larry won't give up. You know that about him. He always gets himself in trouble before he starts waking up. I'll be very surprised if he comes through that match. If he does, it'll be a miracle. Vertical Liquid just needs to get to that 5-ball. Now, this is a gentle enough cut down the rail. Cue ball's going to come back out. You don't want it to go forward, the cue ball. You go too forward here, you could end up awkward in the 3. Don't tell me what's happening, Matt. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything. Even me knowing that now might jinx him. I'm sitting here a nervous wreck. Well, Hazard will get rid of Vertical Liquid's money ball. That's probably the most important thing. Don't tell me anything else. I don't want to know anything. Please don't tell me. I mean, what was it? Was it 8-1 to semi-pro? I think it was 8-1 to him. Right. Let's have a quick look. So Spud Boy is now 6-4 up. So Bobby Barris is getting a rack or two back here. Coldest Pillow's 1-0 up against Chimpy. Coldest Pillow getting the 6th ball. And Larry's back to within 2. So at the moment, the match scores are 1 apiece between Tactical Geniuses and the Gamblers, and 9-ball shots in the Team Philippines. And that's not a bad effort from Vertical Liquid. Another half an inch, he would have had in trouble. Now, here's the thing. It might be a good idea that, you know, everybody has contacts one way or another for their team members, you know, to get a hold of them. I've got Matt on Facebook. I've got Larry on Facebook. I haven't got Coldest Pillow on Facebook. And who else? I haven't got Tam on Facebook, I don't think. But it's certainly worthwhile having some sort of contact with your team members, especially leading up to the start of the session, just to remind those that aren't actually in. Well, I've got WhatsApp on my phone. So this match all square. I'm going to do a quick tab again. Still 860 semi-pro. going to have to get a quick drink here. I'm going to have to get some liquid refreshment. Hang on a minute. No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I've been waiting for the last 25 minutes and the result up the screen. And I think I've got a good vibe going at the moment, so I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything at all to change the vibe. It seems to be working at the moment. It has to work for another 3 racks yet, I think. So Vertigo Liquid with a fairly straight in 9 ball to regain the lead here. And it goes. Quick look. Still 8-6 to semi-pro. Spud Boy still 6-4 up. And we're on a knife edge here. Well, you said it, Semi. Well, that's what you want in your team. You want somebody with some battling qualities about them. Larry still might not win it, but the score's a lot healthier rack-wise, which is what we really need at the end of it all. Because those racks could be very vital come the end of the season. And meanwhile, Hazard on the 5 ball. Now, I think he just wants to go forward and brush the 9, sort of dead weight. Well, he's took the risk, and he didn't listen to the commentator. He didn't listen to the commentator. And he's getting a little bump in the jaw as well, so that's all gone pear-shaped in one fell swoop. And Vertigo Liquid just needs to nudge the 6 in. Just a dead weight nudge. And he'll be nicely on the 8 ball. You don't want to run down to the short rail and back into the table because you don't need to. Just a dink. Now, this 8 ball is just a dink as well because the potting angle takes the cue ball that direction. It's all about the pace. The cue ball should be going and coming out slightly. You have nothing to do with the cue ball. Just let this pot. Now, he's put right English on this, which worries me. And that's why it worried me, because of that. You didn't need any English on it at all. And that is the thing about the natural angle that was there in that shot. The angle there was fine, because all it is about potting the ball. The angle that the cue ball comes off the object ball is going to take it in a line to the rail and up above the 9. But he's made it hard for himself, but he's got out. And now he's got daylight. But that wasn't the way to do it, though. And meanwhile, Larry's back to within 1. Oh dear. Spud Boy is now under threat. Bobby Barris is back to within 1 as well. So let's have a quick jump in there. See who we can jinx in this room. Bobby Barris has money balls the 7 ball. Now this could go awkward here, because if he drops this 5 in, this cue ball's heading down towards the 7. This could go funny. Depends on the pace he plays this at, but you really just want to drop this in. And he's missed the 7. And that's not bad as far as leaving a cut and having an angle. He's got to go up the table, back down for the 7. So you just cut this and let the cue ball run out. It's all about judging the pace. Bobby likes to take his time. Well, he's missed the 6 and he's gone reasonably safe. Right. Well, would you believe it? Larry's back. 8 apiece. What a match that is. I'm not going anywhere near it. I promise you I'm not going near it. I am staying well away. What a comeback from Larry. No way, Mark. There is no way I'm going in there because I know what the hell will happen. It's just doomed if I go near that room. No way on this earth can you give me any amount of money to get in that room. I'm not going near it. Mind you, if you put 20 quid into my PayPal account, I might consider it. Oh dear, Bobby's rattled the 6. Now here's a big test for Spud Boy, because he's stuck to the rail. The 6 ball's in the pocket. And this needs to be cut that way, I think. Let's see if we can get this done in time. This needs to be cut that way with loads of left so that you're chipping the 6 in and coming down like that. Something like that. That, I think, is the idea, but you're ending up on the short side of the 7 doing that, and you're also risking a scratch. But it's the one way that I think you can get the cue ball moving. You've got to chip that in with left and get it running. Now he's got the left on it. He needs to hit this hard though and chip it in. It needs to hit hard though. You've got to hit it hard, Spud Boy. Commentator was right. The line was good. He would have been finishing a bit there with a cut in that 7. But at least he hasn't left it easy. Oh, just now there is a safety shot. That was a feather edge of the 7. Barely moved it a millimetre. Oh, you're kidding me on. He's brushed it along the rail and he hasn't hit the rail. Unbelievable. Ball in hand. Now, I wonder if Bobby is paying attention. So, 6 apiece in this match. It's anybody's. Oh dear, that result still waiting, coming in. And we've got Vertical Liquid on the hill now against Hazard. He's 8-4 up, so that looks as if it's 1. Unless Hazard can protect that 5 ball for another 5 racks. That's a tall order. Oh God, this is torture waiting in this. Chimpy's 4-2 up against Coldest Pillow. That sounds good to me, Mark. Get me one. Watch the cue ball. I think he's okay. Welcome to Wit. Oh, there's drama going on here. Where have you been? Larry, oh, that's not getting to the hole. Larry was 8-1 down against Semi-Pro. They're now 8-8 up. Larry won. What a result. That's a fantastic result from Larry. I'm going out to cheer him on. What a fantastic result from Larry. 8-1 down, and he comes back to win 9-8. That's the best result in the league I've seen. I mean, I stayed out the room, so it worked. I stayed right out the room. I mean, Larry was dead and buried. Absolutely no chance. What a result that is for the team. Well, we've got a slight lead at the moment. That won't probably last long. But, I mean, that's a cracking result. Result of the night, that one. Meanwhile, it's still 8-4 to Vertical Liquid. It's 6 apiece with Bobby and Spud Boy, so that's going either way, that match. Semi-Pro and Matt are just about to start. Coldest Pillar's got himself back to within 1 of Chimpy. And Larry, of course, and Preacher are about to start. What a result that is. That is a great result. Result of the night, definitely. And well, as far as the live stream goes, we saw the score up until like 8-1, and then I left the room and never went back near it. never went near it. But that's it. You know, you don't give up. You do not give up. As long as the other guy's not on 9, you don't give up. And Larry hung in there. He'll always hang in there till the death. And a vital point out of nothing. I mean, I had given that result there. So, now we've got a big showdown with Matt and Semi-Pro. They've just started. We've got Larry about to start with Preacher, Spud Boy and Bobby Barris in the balance here. Let's go back in there. But it's amazing what can happen, though. I mean, if you've got a big lead, and you know, whether it be you take a liberty and you do something, and suddenly the balls go against you, you've seen it happen. You've been in matches. Everybody's been in matches where that's happened. You know, you've literally got the match in your pocket, and then something happens that just turns the match one way or another, or the roll of the ball starts going against you. Good afternoon to Bedhead. But, you know, it's so easy to quit when you are that far down, but never quit. Just keep playing the table, because you never know what's going to happen. You just never know. So Bobby Barris has got himself in the lead with his 7-ball money ball. Now Spud Boy, well, he's not playing a pot here, so the safety shot is to check the cue ball a wee bit, cut that to the. Well, I think he's went for the pot, but the pot was never on. What he should have done is cut that to the long rail, onto the short rail. The bit of right English would check the cue ball off the rail and bring it down here for safety, and use this line of balls here for cover. Well, that's what happens as well. I mean, everybody's had results like that. Everybody's had results where you battle, you get yourself back in, and then it goes against you again. But, you know, that's why you must always play on. Never quit. That was a double kiss there. So, these guys might still be a while in resolving this. Let's have our first look round the other matches. We've got Semi-Pro 1-0 up against Matt. We've got Coldest Pillow is now in the lead against Chimpy, 5 racks to 4. We've got Larry 2-0 up against Preacher. So let's have a quick look in on this match. Semi-Pro at the table, and he should be 2-0 up. The only slight concern is going to be 5-6 and what the angle is in the 5. And well, that's not exactly perfect. He's got a slight angle. He might go for the old VP4 escape route here, the big draw, and try and come into the gap back up the table in the 6. As he tries to stun it across and spin it. Where's he going? How's the brush in the 6? Well, the combo's there if he fancies it, but the bank might be actually. The bank might be on. It looks tight. I think the bank is on, although he's lining up the combo. In goes the 9. And it's 2-0. Right. I am just going to tab out for 1 second while I shut down Discord. Because I had it running, that 8 ball's going in. Back in a sec. Where the hell is it now? Right, there it is. Right, that's us get rid of Discord. The Semi-Pro playing the push out. And Matt may well put him back in here. Although he could also try and come up with a half-decent safety, but that's really poor. He's caught the 7. I mean, there was a good edge of that 1 ball showing. So, a big mistake from Matt. And it's given Semi-Pro a free go here for 3-0. Right, let's have a look. It's 5 apiece with Coldest Pillow and Chimpy. Larry looking comfortable at the moment. Although these are the matches that can catch Larry out, because although it's 3-0 at the moment, Preacher's getting the 6 ball. Larry makes a mistake at the wrong time. There could be a couple of quick racks on the board there for Preacher. Bobby Barris is 7-6 up on Spud Boy. So, will Adair go into this room? Well, Coldest Pillow has now got the lead, and he's going to be breaking. Coldest Pillow getting the 6 ball as well. What's he doing? Is he going to the bathroom or something? I would have loved to have had. I would have loved to have recorded that match with Larry and Semi-Pro for posterity, but I think it was more dramatic me not going into the room for that 25 minutes and the result turning on its head. I think that was more drama than actually being in the room. Well, this 1 ball is only going in one direction, and he's got the cover. Now that would be that's a very good suggestion, that so it is. That's a very good suggestion, because then I would watch it on the watch shots and record it at the same time. So I would and have it on the YouTube channel for folks to see, because there might have been people like me who stayed out the room and didn't go in. Now that's a good safety from Chimpy. That's got Coldest Pillow in trouble. Now, was he? He's trying to lock up the 4 and 5. Now that's a wide move as far as that goes. The question is whether Chimpy's going to play for a bump right now and still be on that too, because this could go wrong doing that, and he's not doing it, and that was probably the sensible thing. But he always has the option of putting Coldest Pillow in trouble when it comes to the 4 and 5. Remind me to say to Larry, by the way, I don't know whether Larry won't be in the stream, I don't think, but remind me to say to him to see if he can upload that, or at least send me the file. Now there's the breakout. Well, no prizes for guessing what's happening here, because this is going to be nailed to the 8. Cue ball's gone south, and we're going to be all square here in a minute in this match. And meanwhile, Matt has got a rack in the board. It's 3-1 to semi-pro. The Spud Boy match, that's now 7 apiece, so that could be going all the way. You've got Larry now 3-1 up against Preacher, so Preacher's got a rack in the board. Bobby likes to take his time. The thing is, you get the big build up with Bobby Barris lining up a shot, and then he, after all that time lining up, he then gets nowhere near the pot. He does it all the time. He spends 2 minutes getting himself set, and then he's a diamond off the pocket. Is it past 2 a.m. your time? Jesus Christ. So is it 2 a.m. on Sunday morning where you are at the moment? That can't be right. Is it 2 a.m. Sunday morning? Right, so it's what? It's 10 past 6 here in Scotland, so that's what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So you're 8 hours in front of me. And whereabouts are you? In the Philippines? Aye, oh dear. Well, Chimpy's missed the 2. And Coldest Pillow, if he can just nip this 2 in, he just wants to pot the 2, pot the 3, get up table on the left side. That's the plan. Right, now, let's have a look and see what this is like. Now, if he's going to go forward and check this with right, he's got to hit it. And that looks pretty good. That is very good. Because whenever you check that cue ball at that distance, watch that though, that is the numpty shot of the night. There, you've seen it, folks. Coldest Pillow, member of the VP4 Tactical Genius. Complete numpty shot on the 5, or whatever hell ball it was, and follows it in. And I'm glad I've got that in video, because that was a total numpty shot. and that's taking focus off the shot. You don't do the obvious thing and follow the ball in. Oh, there could be a heavy price to pay for that. Oh, and I've got it in video. And Spud Boy has gone down. A very quick win in the end there for Bobby Barris in those last two racks. A 9-7 win. Well, we've had two events tonight in this league so far. We've had the comeback of the league season. I don't think that'll be better. And then you've got the numpty shot of the league season. And it just so happens to be both of them are my team members. We went from the sublime to the ridiculous in the space of two matches. Well, I thought the tactical geniuses would have been better than that, not to do that. I mean, Larry's comeback was genius, but Coldest Pillow's follow through and scratch was definitely in the top three of the numpty shots in the league, I think. Well, Coldest Pillow can see the three. Now, has he got the pace here to try and cut this back? This is tricky to try and cut this back behind 8 and 9 and run for cover. He could do if he can see enough of it, he can go the other way with the cue ball. Well, he's keeping it tight. Right, let's have a quick look at what's happening here. We've got Matt and semi-pro. Matt's won, I think, 3 in a row. It looks like it. It's now 3 apiece. We've got Larry 4-1 up against Preacher, so that's still looking good for Larry there. But we've got matches in the balance here at the moment. Tactical Genius is currently 2-1 up. We've got the 9-ball shots 3-1 up against Team Philippines. So these matches are going either way at the moment. Well, Chimpy with ball in hand now. Well, he's double checking if the 6 ball goes past the 7, but does he want to play the 6 ball past the 7? I'll just drop it into the side. I think that would be by far the more simple shot. Although he's got himself dead straight in this 4 ball. Well, he's going to play it. Well, there are loads of room to cheat that in, so there shouldn't be a problem. Loads of room. So now the tricky one, getting good in the 8. This is the old VP4 escape route. I think big draw up behind the 8 and 9. Oh no, he managed to squeeze an angle. I thought he was going straight up and down, so there must have been a slight angle there. So this to get to the hill. Well, these 2 balls anyway. He's brushed the 9. Oh, and he stays in the table just. So Chimpy now breaking for the match. So that now makes it even more important in how these other matches go. Matt's got himself into the lead against semi-pro. Larry's now 5-1 in front against Preacher. Now, the other matches with Bobby Barris and Paul have just started. Bankster's 1-0 up against Spud Boy. Hazard, well, that's a result, isn't it? I forgot about that. So those matches are just basically underway, so we'll catch up with them in a wee bit. Meanwhile, this match with Matt and semi-pro is going to be quite important as well. Well, this coldest pillow going to dig himself out a hole here if he's given the chance. Well, this is a dead weight roll in the one. Dead weight just to keep the cue ball there. Either play it up top into the top left. Well, he's got to get the legs on it though. He's got to get the legs. It's got to get the legs. Oh, God. Well, he has to play it up top now. So he's going to go forward. Is he going to take something of this 6 ball? Yes, he is. How's the brush? Not particularly great. He's in no man's land. But the cut is on. Got to watch the side pocket as well, though. Got to watch that side pocket. He's got the cut. Now this 4 will cut. Problem is the pace you have to play it at and whether you're going to hook yourself behind the 8. Like this a bit, if it bounces, and that's not bad. That is not bad. So just the 5 and the 6 ball required now. He needs to slow up. Well, it's all or nothing for the bank. This to stay alive. And I think it's hasta la vista time. So just a stopper on this 6 ball. He might be the wrong side of the 7. But I mean, he's got loads of room. He can run this through on the 7, let it go 3 rails if he wants, I think. Oh no, he's again. See from this end, it looks as if he's got a lot more angle than he actually had. And he had enough where he could just let it roll through and still have a half decent shot in the 8 there. So it's going to be a win for Chimpy by 9 racks to 6. So well done. Good effort from Coldest Pillow. Again, these racks are very important at the end of the day. It might be a loss for your team, but it's how many racks you get that really is important as well in the long run. Right, so let's check on that. So we now have a tied ball game here in the top match. 2 matches apiece. We've now got Matt, who's now 6-3 up against semi-pro. We've got Larry now 6-2 up against Preacher. So at the moment, it's looking good for the Tactical Geniuses. So Coldest Pillow said 1 win and 1 loss. Larry said 1 win. We're looking good at the moment for a 2nd win. And Matt has had 1 loss. And he's looking good at the moment for 1 win. And we've seen how things can change. So don't hold your breath. In the bottom matches, Bobby Barris is 1-0 down to Paul. Bobby Barris getting the 7 and out. And you've got Bankster 2-1 up against Spudboy. Spudboy getting that 6 ball. So I think we should nip in and have a quick look and see how things are doing. Yeah, that follow through, that was it. That you do win top prize for numpty shot of the night, Coldest Pillow. But the more important thing for me is that you get 6 racks in that match. Because I'll tell you, at the end of the season, that rack count is going to be important when it comes to the playoffs. So Matt is now in a very strong position. Matt was, what was he? Was he 3-1 down at the time? I'm not quite sure. Or was it 3-0? Maybe 3-1. So he's managed to turn this around pretty well so far. Now, if he can play the 2 ball into the side and just kill the cue ball in the gap, he'll have the 3 ball into the top left-hand corner. That would be the plan. So he's going up top, and the further up he goes, the better and easier it is to get on this 3. This is just a bit tricky, because obviously the pot's fine. The cue ball's going to the rail and trying to come into the gap. And that's the only problem with the shot, is that. That is the only problem with it. If he actually overhit it and finished here, he would have still had the cut on the 3. But trying to get into that little gap was always going to be tricky. Well, he's going to be in bother in a minute here. I think that's the thing, Calder Spiller. You've got to look at the bigger picture and the overall results. I mean, at the moment, we're looking reasonably good at the moment. We won't say anything till everything's over, but the rack count is just as important in the bigger scheme of things, because we're only into the 3rd week and we've got a good number of weeks to go. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to chase down the rack count that what the hell team have they? I've totally forgot. I forget the name of the team we're playing. Aye, the rack count that the Gamblers have got, they've got a big advantage over us at the moment. And obviously the rack wins that they've had tonight add to their tally. What we're trying to do is to eat into that, and the way to do that is to get good results in these remaining matches. Now, Larry's going to have what looks to be a good balance at the moment. He's 7-2 up, so that's +5 racks. And Matt's looking good. He's at +4 at the moment. Although having said that, that's just changed. So this might be the semi-pro comeback of the night now. 8-ball goes in, and a 9-ball in the break, and that's 2 quick racks. Suddenly it's 7-5. Another ball in the break. I think that was a 5 that's gone in. He's got no great shot in the 1. It cuts in though, and he's gone into the wide open spaces for the 2. And he's got to get up top for that 3-ball into the side so he can play the 4-9 combo. And it could be another very quick rack, and suddenly it's 7-6. Just when you think things are going really well for you. Got to get up top. Right, so anywhere there with the cue ball sort of down there like that, that's perfect, pretty much so. I don't think there's any way he's missing this. This is easy enough to line up. And now there's 1 in it. So in the blink of an eye, it's went from 7-3 to 7-6. And balls are going in the break again. But this time, no shot in the 1. Now, I mean, you wouldn't want to get really crazy and try anything daft here. You've really got to duck for cover. You know, if that 1-ball was further off the rail, he might have tried nipping it up, but I think the 3-ball is too close to the point for the 1-ball to get off. It would have to hit the 1-ball, the 3-ball further out. But that's a great shot. So that's got Matt in trouble. And of course, with jump cues been out the game, that takes away a big part of a lot of players' armoury. They've got to suddenly find ways to kick at balls. And that, well, I think he had a bit of right English on it. It needed a bit more. So semi-pro, ball in hand. Now, is he going to just roll the 3 in and play another 4-9 combo? That could very well be the case here. So, once again, if he's going to do that, he wants to get up the table to be able to do that so that he can roll the 3 in and finish on a good line behind the 4. I don't think you'd want to try and get on the 4. No, the 4's not going into the side. So, that's perfect. This is just a stop shot. And again, you know, just play it at pocket weight and let the pocket gather that 9 ball. And now it's game on. It's 7 apiece. We'll watch the break and have a quick look and see what's happening elsewhere. And again, a ball has gone in, and this time semi-pro's on the 1. So semi-pro looking at redemption here after his last match against Larry. Could be a big result there for the gamblers. We've got, well, Larry, I missed that result there. Well done to Larry. He's gone through 9 racks to 2 against Preacher. Coldest pillow. Oh, in fact, that's another result that's just come through as well. I tell a lie, I sat and watched that one. What the hell am I talking about? Where's our other match? So Larry's now playing Chimpy. We're waiting the other match going up. That's what it is. I'm losing the plot here, and I might have just come back in time because I've jinked semi-pro. Matt's been given a gift of a chance here. Don't hook yourself behind the 7. Oh God! Oh dear! Has he got there? I think he has just. He has just got there. He's going to have to tweak this a bit though. He's going to have to tweak this a bit. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't the shot. Oh, this is going from bad to worse. From having a great chance there. Oh, the 7 ball's gone outward. It's a thin cut. Right along the rail. But this. Oh, the cue ball tried to scratch. Now what does Semi do? Does he play the bank or does he play the cut? It's not lined up. It's not lined up perfectly for a bank. But he chose the bank, and Matt's got his lifeline to get to the hill. Well, there's twists and turns in this match. Big comeback from semi-pro. Needs to hit the point. Oh dear. I wouldn't want this to get to the hill, because this could easily be overcut into the jaw. No problem though. So Matt breaking for the match. I've not jinxed anything. Oh, well, good afternoon to Keith. Oh, you missed the drama, Keith. Larry was in his first match. Was it his first match? I've lost track of everything. Larry was 8-1 down. Races to 9 these league matches. Larry was 8-1 down against semi-pro, so I bailed out the room and more or less gave the result to semi-pro. To cut a long story short, Larry, he dug in and won 9-8 at the end. The shock result of the night. Sensational comeback. I've got no coverage of it because I stayed out of the room. Because Larry's in my team. But Matt was 7-3 up against Semi-Pro here in this match. Matt also in my team. And Semi had 4 quick racks, including a golden break, to tie it back up. Matt's having to dig one out here. He's played. I thought he'd got the billiard there onto the 6. Well, Semi-Pro is hampered with the 9, but he's going to play the bank onto the 6 with the 2 ball. Oh, I thought there was still the 1 ball on the table. My mistake. I forgot he's trying to kick at the 2. I'm just getting excited here. I'm totally losing the plot. Semi-Pro, I think Semi-Pro's getting worse than me though. Yeah, I'm looking around the table for the 1 ball. Well, Matt had a roll of the ball there. And, well, I mean, the pot's on in the 2. The problem is the angle in the 2 and where the cue ball wants to head. I mean, I'm looking to see trying to see where the line is of this cue ball without. I mean, if he's not doing anything with the cue ball, the line's heading up into this corner. Oh dear. Well, he could only try to get to the short side of that 3, but he's missed the cut in the 2 on the side. More drama in this match. Semi-Pro's got to tweak the cue ball to try and avoid the 3. Well, he hasn't, and he's potted both, and he's now hooked in the 4. Would you believe it? Everything's happening. It's exciting, isn't it? And he's giving it a blast. And he's got lucky. He's got the fluke in the 4. Oh, look at where the 9's gone. Oh, he's going to have to dig out another one. No problem getting in the 6, though. And he's got it. And he's not hooked. But that 6 ball is deep in the pocket. And it's going to come out. And it looks as if, well, I say it looks as if we're going all the way, but he's got to get good in this 9 ball. It is off the rail, so he shouldn't really have any trouble. And that's perfectly okay now. Just pot the 8, let the cue ball roll out, and get as straight as you can in the 9. So Semi-Pro is going to be breaking for the match. And we've been underway for 1 hour and 39 minutes. So we're going along at a good pace. Going to be round about the 2 hours or so, which is good. Semi-Pro, that 2 balls going in. And again, a testy shot in the 1. Now, is he going to brush off the 7 and hopefully roll through for that 3? I think he's just got to let this go forward and hope it rolls out. I don't know that that's what he's doing, though. He's going the other way. What a pot that was. That's a cracking pot. That is very well played. Well, it looks on the cards here that it could possibly be another combo in the 9 for the match. And that's what he's going to be doing. Just roll right across the rail. Although he's not, he's slightly funny in the 5, so he'll probably go short rail. And that's as good as you'd want. So Semi-Pro from 7-3 down has got the redemption and got the result. So it's a win for Semi-Pro by 9 racks to 8 against Matt. And that now will give the Gamblers a 4 matches to 3 lead. And so now we have Larry, who's now 4-0 down to Chimpy. Oh dear, what's happened to Larry there? He's fallen asleep again. We've got Matt just about to start with Preacher. And we've got Coldest Pillow just about to start with Semi-Pro. Now, meanwhile, back in the bottom matches, we've got Paul now into the lead against Bobby Barris. Spud Boy has got himself in a good position against Bankster. He's 6-3 up in that match. Let's have a quick look in. And Paul should be 5-3 up here. This is, I say he should be. This is no good. It's a tight little dead weight drop into the side. Played it well. So all the room in the world to get onto the 9. I never looked to see what the deal was there with the Larry Chimpy match. Let's have a look. No, it's actually a scratch match, so it is. Larry's got off the mark. He's got 1 on the board. And Spud Boy still 6-3 up. Bankster at the table with ball in hand. Now he's trying to manufacture a combo in this 9, and that's well played. Had to bump the 4 into the rail first. I haven't a clue, Mark. You know that? Kyron Wilson was playing that C-Jawi, the boy that got to the semi-final of the World Championship last year and was up 14-5 against Luca Brissell. Remember that? So I don't know what the outcome was because I was watching the football. So Bankster stays in touch with that combo. And again, got a very good table. Oh, dear me, what a miss there. And he's got lucky, I think. He's got very lucky. Oh, Trump against that Sam Craigie guy. Oh, Trump will be odds-on favourite for that. But that Craigie had a good result in his last match. In fact, that's where I'm heading after this is over. I'm going to watch a bit of snooker tonight. Because I dare say the 8-ball world doubles will die a death again. Nobody will play in that. In fact, it's due to start in quarter an hour's time, is it not? Well, Spud Boy doing the right thing there. And not a bad result for Bankster. I mean, Spud Boy's got a crazy combo in this 9-ball. He's given it a smack. See, the problem with giving it a smack is You know, it's all very well. The thing is, I mean, that 4 ball goes anyway, but you don't want to be moving the cue ball where you're risking opening things up and making the table a lot easier than it might be for your opponent. Well, Bankster's probably going to duck for cover here. He's got a fairly easy safety. Well, that'll be good enough. Oh, Scotland beat Wales. There's a shocker. That's one up for the jocks against the Taffs. Well, we're definitely sweating at this because we've got Larry, who's now got his second rack in the board. We had Matt and Semi-Pro there going hill. Semi-Pro redeeming himself when he was 7-3 down against Matt, and he came back and won in a final rack decider in that second match. Coldest Pillow lost out to Chimpy by 9 racks to 6, and Larry had a comfortable win against Preacher. We've got Semi-Pro now 2-0 up against Coldest Pillow. Coldest Pillow getting the 6th ball. So we've got Matt 2-0 up against Preacher, so Matt should be favourite to win that, but again, he's given away the 5 ball, so he's got to be careful. And at the moment, it's not looking great for the overall win tonight. Anything can happen in these remaining matches. Meanwhile, Paul 6-3 up against Bobby Barris. And 6-4 to Spud Boy. That's the match that we're in at the moment. And Spud Boy has a chance here where now this should just, you know, roll the 5 in and roll forward and get over, and that's good. Now, if he goes inside the 6 like that, that's even better. Now, let's see. Now, he should be fairly gentle with this. And that holds a reasonable line in the 7. So, see, Spud Boy, in fact, tell a lie, I forgot that was his money ball. But, it's, you know, Spud Boy, when he puts his mind to it, he can play the bloody game. So he can. Oh, that was a sensational result, that, Tam. Was you not here watching? You don't see the state I got myself into. And now, I'm sure I left the room when it was 8-1 to Semi-Pro because I'd given it up as lost. It was 8-1, and I stayed out of the room for the rest of the match, just waiting the result coming up on the screen. And I never went near it for 25 minutes. I never went in at all. And I'm telling the guys not to tell me what's happening. And Larry just kept coming back. But Semi-Pro redeemed himself in his second match. But that's what I was saying. That's why, you know, it might look bad for you, but just don't give up. Just keep trying. Well, Bankster, I think, is in trouble here. Yeah. Now, if he plays this right, he might get... I don't think he's hit it hard enough. I think he was trying to bump the 5 and keep the cue ball behind the 8 there, but he's not obviously hit a rail after hitting the object ball. So ball in hand to Spud Boy, as long as he's paying attention. And is he paying attention? It worries you when you see him looking around and looking around. And is he aware? Yes, he is aware he's got ball in hand. Well, Witt said that Larry records all his matches, so Larry will have the file for his match against Semi-Pro. So I can, if I can get the file off Larry, I can play that back and record it and then upload it to YouTube. So meanwhile, Spud Boy has got himself in a very strong position here. He's 8-4 up on the hill. He only needs to get to the 6th ball. 2 balls gone in. Now, this is too much of a gentle dink. I don't think he can dink this in to hold for the 5. Well, he is doing it. It's a lot easier than I thought. So, game, set, match to Spud Boy. This is a good result. Roll the 5 in. Very good result for Spud Boy. Excellent. 9 racks to 4 win for Spud Boy. So how does that change things? In fact, more to the point, where's the bloody match? Because I can't see if we're looking at it. Right, there it is there. So that now means that Team Philippines have got two matches on the board. They're 3-2 behind. Paul, though, is 7-3 up against Bobby Barris. So they could be squaring this match up in a minute. So that's going to be an interesting outcome. Meanwhile, hang on a minute. What have I missed here? Right, we've got Chimpy now 5-2 up against Larry. We've got Semi-Pro 4-0 up against Coldest Pillow. And we've got Matt 2-all now against Preacher. You see what that 5 ball does? That's why it's very dangerous. And now everything's in the balance here. It's 3 apiece overall, but it's looking good at the moment for the Gamblers. They're in the lead in 2 matches, and they're all square in the 3rd one. Vertical Liquid and Spud Boy are just about to get underway. So, Larry 2-5 down, Coldest Pillow 4-0 down. Let's go in, see if we can jinx Semi. I don't think there'll be much jinxing happening in this rack. So Coldest Pillow getting the 6th ball. The question is has he had a shot at the 6th ball yet? I don't think so, with the look of the score. And a couple of balls have gone in. He's sitting on the 1. The 3 ball goes. In fact, the 9s went as well. So that's what you don't need when you're 5-0 down, is a golden break in the next rack to go 6-0 down. And balls are flying in all over the place. And I think you're dead and buried here, Coldest Pillow. With the greatest will in the world, if you get out of this hole, it'll be a bigger miracle than Larry's comeback. The cue's back in the box. Well, nothing you can do. You remember what I was talking about the rack difference, Coldest Pillow? Was you listening when I mentioned about the rack difference in the overall scheme of things at the end of the season? It doesn't look as if you have been. This could be the bagel. So 7-0 now to Semi-Pro. Well, the cue ball stuck to the 1. The 2 ball has gone in. So no shot on. Now, can he get a clean hit at that one? No, I've not seen your pick at all, Matt. I hear the till stop taking cards. What's that about, Matt? What have I missed there? Tesco's. What, did the systems go down today? What, is that throughout the country? Big system failure. Oh, that doesn't matter to us. We work in .com. We don't have anything to do with the tills. Well, at least it's been left awkward for semi-pro. This is awkward either way. But he's got the cut, and he's going to be on the hill. It looks like it's going to be a whitewash, especially if semi-pro's break keeps working like it has been. Yeah, I miss Willie Thorne. He was one of the better commentators because he did know what he was talking about. So semi-pro gets a 2 ball again, same as the last rack. This time though, he's spot on in the 1 ball, 3 balls there. It's good night Vienna. Hang on a minute. This needs an Arnie.
Hasta la vista, baby.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Well, I told Coldest Pillow about the rack difference. He paid no attention to it and promptly lost 9-0. What can I do?
Don't make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
Yeah, just say that. There. Bob Ross has got it right, Coldest Pillow. We don't make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents. So, good result for semi-pro, and an important result as well in the overall match score, because that now gives the Gamblers the 4-3 lead, and now it all hinges. Well, Larry looks as if he's going down this time again. So Matt is now 4-2 up against Preacher at the moment. So if these results go as they are, the Gamblers are going to win the overall match tonight, unless Larry can dig in and get something against Chimpy. Meanwhile, Paul in his last match is on the hill, so that is well, it's going to give the Philippines a result to tie that match up again to 3 apiece. And then if we look at the other match, Spud Boy, he's already 1-0 up against Vertical Liquid. So I think it's about time we went in and see if we can jinx Chimpy. And that's a fail because he's at the table 6-2 up. Well, this is the way Larry likes it. He's in the shit. In goes the 9. It's now 7-2. Well, can he dig out another sensational comeback? It's got to start pretty soon. But he's got to be at the table. Chimpy gets the 3 and 8 ball. The 1 ball is on. The 2 ball in the middle of the table. He'll be on the hill in a minute. Not a thing Larry can do. Once the break's working, the balls are going in and tables end up like this. You've just got to sit back and soak it up. So Chimpy's had a cracking start to the league season. Unbeaten yet, is he not? Yeah, he had the 9-5 win against Matt. He had the 9-6 win against Coldest Pillow, and he's looking like taking Larry out as well. Matt is now 6-2 up against Preacher, so that's looking good right now for another match win to take us to 4, but I think balls are flying in again. Look at this. Well, you play the billiard anyway because the 2 doesn't go, but the billiard's easy enough to deal with. It's just getting the 1 ball, and he's overcut it. He's overcut it. So here's a lifeline for Larry. What's happened to Larry's cue? Is Larry gone? Larry might have gone. I think Larry's left the building. Yeah, it's looking like it. And oh no, he suddenly appeared. I thought it was a stub disconnect there from Larry. Right, so he's got to play the billiard. The 2 doesn't go. So the only thing he's got to be careful with here is, or does he think the 2 goes? He must think it does. I'm not convinced it does. I'm worried, in fact, looking at this. Well, he'll be thankful the 8 ball went in there. I'm surprised he didn't play the billiard there for, oh dear. And then, of course, he's missed the 2 ball. Would you believe it? Well, there's the second numpty shot of the night from Larry. You've witnessed it, folks. And I think he should have played the billiard to start with. And then he wouldn't have ended up doing something numptyish like that. So that's the big sellout. So this is going to be a comfortable win for Chimpy. His unbeaten run continues. Am I going to have to make a comeback to deal with this Dutch guy? Don't you worry, Semi-Pro. There's plenty of people that are here to remind you of it, but you recovered well. So now things are coming to a climax. You've got the gamblers who are guaranteed a win, and more than likely it's going to be by 5 matches to 4. Yeah, I think they need a tactical genius to come in and show them how to deal with these people. I think that's what it is. There's loads of ways to stop them potting balls. So Matt is going to get a comfortable win here, provided he can drop this 7 in, head up to the 8. Well, we've had some good matches tonight. What's happening in what's left here? We've got because Team Philippines are needing a break or two here. You've got Paul now sitting 8-5 up. I think he was a lot more comfortable than that. So Spud Boy is now 2-1 up. So they're in the lead in these remaining two matches to get a result here. So they are. And Matt finishes off the match. Matt's first out in the league. I've still missed his picture. I still haven't seen it. Where the hell is he? Where the hell's he gone? Has he left the building already? I can't see him in the chat. He's pissed off. Is he gone? I was going to have a look at his picture, but he's buggered off. Or at least I can't see him. Oh no, there he is. He's hidden behind there. No, that's Linus. There he is. Let me have a look at his picture. Oh, that's an AI picture, that. VP4TV. That's definitely an AI picture. Because that's what they end up looking like, a lot of these AI pictures. Matt didn't make that himself. That's AI. Am I right in saying that, Matt? What the hell's happened here? Where are we? We're back in the leagues. Matches. So let's. Oh, right. So that result's come through. Paul's won that match, so they're now 3 apiece. So now it all hinges on Spud Boy and Vertical Liquid, and they're at 2-1. That's the last match. Oh no, tell a lie. There was the other one to start. I missed that Paul's match. That's just starting with Bankster. Now that could run close between them two. So let's have a look at the results for the 9-ball shots. Sorry, the VP4 Tactical Geniuses. We had the first match between Matt and Chimpy. Chimpy won that 9-5. We had that second match where Larry came out from the back of beyond, 8-1 down to win out 9-8. Now that is an even more important result tonight. And Coldest Pillow got the win in his first match against Preacher. And then Matt lost his second match by 9 racks to 8. So Matt's first out, and he's had 2 defeats and the 1 win. That final match, a 9-2 win. Coldest Pillow had the win in the first match, 9 racks to 4 against Preacher. And then Chimpy took care of him in the second match. And then Semi-Pro buried poor Coldest Pillow in that third match. So now Coldest Pillow's had a taste of success and defeat in the league. And there'll be a lot more of that to come during the season. So the Gamblers are now in the outright lead, regardless of what happens, I think, tonight and the rest of the matches. So Spud Boy now 2-1 up. I think we'll go in and watch Bankster and Paul. Right, so what I have to decide is what we're doing next week and who's going to be available. I'll need to find out if Bill's going to be available, if Tam's going to be available, or if anybody can't show and we're really desperate whether I have to play. I'd rather not. So this match is scratch. All getting underway on the board. Right, what time is it? That snooker will have started now. I need to get on to my phone and get to, what do you call it? Discovery Plus, and then click on Sports. What we've got? Ebbsfleet United against Oldham Athletic. Is that the FA Cup? Jesus. Sports. Right. Watch now. Judd Trump. That should be just started. I've never even seen this Sam Craig. He looks a bit like, what's his name? The wee Scottish guy that won the World Championship. What do you call him again? The wee one with the voice. What's his name? He looks a wee bit like him. Yeah, they've just started. They've just finished all the introductions and crap. What is it? First to 6, I thought, this semi-final. Or is it the first to 5? I think that arena, by the way, is probably the best arena for snooker that I've seen. That German thing. What's it called? That arena. It's a cracking venue for the snooker, so it is. I mean, if they were ever going to take the World Championship, look at that, it's like a bloody football stadium. If they were ever going to take the World Championship out of the UK and do like the sort of rounds, instead of being at Sheffield every year, then that would be the first place in my list to actually take it to Germany. Because the Germans like their snooker. Look, the place is absolutely heaving. Don't tell me Hazard's fallen asleep again, has he? Jesus Christ. Is he? Tell me if he's in the room. Oh, it is all right now. Good, right. I wish he'd pay attention. Right, so 1 apiece in this match. Quick look. Bobby Barris and Hazard just getting underway. And Spud Boy he's got a slender lead against Vertical Liquid. So, in the end, everybody eventually showed up, which is good. But there should be no excuses next week, now that everybody knows when the start time is for the damn thing. Yeah, Spud 3. Let's go into that match. Well, the billiard knocks the 4 in. How's the 1 ball? 1 ball goes clean. 2 ball wide open into the side. 9 ball is very awkward. But if you're Vertical Liquid, you don't need to worry about it, because Vertical Liquid's getting the 8 ball, so you don't need to worry at all about the 9 ball. So we're now, this is longer than what we thought it would be. It's now 2.25 hours. And we'll get the final 3 matches underway. Spud Boys in no man's land here. But Spud Boy's problem is that if he gets anything here, he's got that 9 ball to deal with, and that's just in an awkward spot. And that's a lot more awkward doing that. Scratch the side, ball in hand. So this should be simple for Vertical Liquid, just don't follow the 6 ball in. Well, he tried his best. He tried to match Coldest Pillow there. So Spud Boy's lead has gone. We're now all square. Match in the balance. Let's have a quick look around. So, Paul is 1 apiece with Bankster. In fact, I think that's a match we'll go into. because these two players are quite evenly matched. Oh dear. And the jinx never fails. You have it on video, folks. No sooner have I entered the room, boom, big scratch in the 9. I wonder if Paul's still in the stream. You've got to laugh. You have got to laugh. Oh dear. Unbelievable talent I've got. I mean, it just, week in, week out, video evidence there for everybody to see. Straight into the room, boom, Paul, straight into a hole. Oh dear, and I've got him going all over the place here. He's missed a straight in one ball into the side. Paul, he's falling apart like a cheap suit. Oh dear. I'll tell you, don't ever say I can't jinx anybody. It's usually Larry, I have to say. Oh. Well, Bankster, with his ball in hand, this again, no handicap in this match for anybody, but if you can take this out, he'll get that little bit of daylight, which is what you want, although he might have just blown that straight out of the water. And he has done. And, well, no prizes for guessing what Paul's doing here. It was still tricky that to judge when when they're far apart and there's also a fair distance to get to the pocket. Well, Judd Crump is looking like he's off to a good start. Here he's in. He's on a break of what? A break of 30. He's on the pink into the middle. And there's reds to choose from here. Now, quick tab to have a look at what's happening. Spud Boy, 3 apiece with Vertical Liquid. Baxter 2-1 up in this match that we're watching. And Bobby Barris getting 7 and out against Hazard. Bobby Barris is 1-0 up. Now, Hazard would be the strong favourite for that match, but if Hazard goes make mistakes when it gets to the business end of the rack, that's where he's going to lose racks rapidly against Bobby Barris. Well, just a slight angle in this 6 ball, but the cue ball's heading in the right direction for the 7. The 8 ball does go past the 9, so there's not really a problem, and there's loads of room if you want to go up top and play the 8 into the side. Now, what you really want to do is come out to about there so that you're potting the 8 and just drop them stunning behind the 9 if you're going to play it long. Don't forget though, remember last season, what's his name? Mooncake. I think for about the first about the first 6 or 7 weeks, Mooncake never lost a match. So Chimpy's got a long way to go to match him. I'm sure Mooncake had a fantastic start to the league season. He couldn't lose. And 9 ball in the break, and suddenly Paul's in the lead. And another ball has gone in, and that 6 ball's just gone in top of the 9, so this rack's going to take a wee bit longer to resolve. Now, this is where he could try something crazy here. they can try cutting that too and nipping to get a bump in the 6 and 9 here and still have a shot in the 3. It's crazy to do it, but and he has had a go at it, and well, he would have had a combo in the 9, not a dead set one, but he's got second prize, which is he's not left anything easy. Well, look who's arrived in the room. Max are probably wondering why he's been sacked, or Snakes, or whatever the hell you call him. In fact, that's what I was thinking. That guy that sent me 2 proposals, I thought he was Snakes. But as I say, I've never seen him in the lobby at all. Whatever his name was. So, another combo there in the 9, and it's a 4-2 lead suddenly for Paul. Right, let's have a quick update here. Spud Boy is now back in front, 4-3. And so Team Philippines are up in 2 in the remaining matches, and they're down in 1. Hazard is 2-1 down, so he's got off the mark. So right now it is looking good for a result here for Team Philippines. Kim Sung Min has been kicked for 72 hours. Max has been kicked for 72 hours because of what the hell's happened in the lobby that I'm missing? Let's see, where's all this language coming from? I don't see any language in the lobby. They must have been abusing Steve. Any of you know what's happening? Because I don't see anything. In fact, was it Steve that kicked him? Aye, it was. Has been kicked for 72 hours because of language, and he's been kicked for 72 hours because of language. Oh, what the hell's that all about? I don't see anything. Unless they were PMing him or whatever. I don't know. I'm looking for all this bullshit in the chat and I don't see anything. Well, I'm going to have to ask him when I see him again. Now, don't forget, guys, these matches in the 10-ball Scotch, I'll say that again, the 10-ball Virtual World Championships, none of these matches over the weekend I'll be able to cover. There is a bit of a grey area on the Cobra match tomorrow. It's unlikely that I'll be there for it. I'm supposed to finish at 2 PM tomorrow, and the match starts at 1. It is unlikely I will be there for that. If I get lucky, I might. I just don't know. Now, there's that pattern with those 3 balls again, by the way, that I've just noticed. That bloody thing there. Every single time we've watched 9-ball, we get that. Well, easy safety for Paul, if he wants it. Thing is, that if he's going to pot this thing, I think he's got to force the cue ball, make sure he comes through there, because he's going to, is he going to bump through the gap, maybe? Soon find out. Well, he's tried the safety, but that 3 ball's got legs. The 3 ball, oh, hang on a minute. I think he's got away with it. There's just an edge of that 9-ball blocking that cue ball. Oh, that was a cracking effort from Bankster. Did everything but go in. Just the pace that kept it out. Judd Trump's got a 2-1 match advantage over that Sam Craigie. I noticed they've played each other 3 times professionally, and Trump's 2-1 in front. Well, Bankster is going to be back to within one. I think it's time we had a quick update. We'll see this go in. Right, so we've got Spud Boy is now still 1 in front, but 5 racks to 4 in front. We've got Hazard, who's now got himself in front of Bobby Barris. So right now, it's looking good for Team Philippines to get the overall win here tonight. That can all change rapidly, but it's looking good right now. Hazard's got himself right back into it, got the lead. So let's go in and see who we can jinx here. So Bobby Barris, who's getting 7 and out, should be all square here in a minute. Now this looks a bit straight, this 6 ball. Now he doesn't want to follow this in. And you've got a slight angle, but he's just overjuiced it a wee bit. Now, I think maybe Bobby Barris spends too much time looking at a shot. But that's the way, that's the habit he has, that's the way he does it. But he's all square. So, right now, as it is, all of these matches could turn either way. The break's dry. Now, 2 ball and cue ball. Well, cue ball, I was going to say out into the middle of the table. That's still not bad. Although the angle he's got, he would really want to just stun this in and come over here. He's managed to use the angle to stun it right across. That's probably better, but he's got that bump in the 8 ball that sent him the wrong direction. Now it's testy, because again, the way these balls are sitting, this is just asking to be pinched from under your nose, especially with Bobby getting this 7 and out. You know, he doesn't have to do anything really to get on to the 5 other than bump that cue ball and let it open up a wee bit. And likewise for the 6 ball, it's just cut the 5 and let the cue ball come up table. Oh, he's overcut it. Overcut it by a margin. But Hazard will still be feeling the sphincter tightening here with this shot. And he's brushed the 9. Don't tell me it's blocked him. Well, it hasn't, but this isn't what you want. Because this is perilous now. And vital that this 6 ball goes in. It has done. Could have done with a brush in the 7 there. Because now it's a thin cut. Still expect him to get it in though. So it looks like Hazard's going to regain the lead. Quick look around. Well, Spud Boy and Vertical Liquid are tied at 5 apiece. Paul 5-3 up. This match still in the balance. So Hazard gets himself back in front. Now, did anything go there? Doesn't look like it, did there? Nope. Well, loads of places to hide this cue ball, isn't there? Now, the mistake Bobby's going to make here is trying to pot this 2 ball. That's a mistake he's going to make because he should be ducking. You know, because he's going to end up hooked. You know, that's it. That's the obvious mistake that a player at Bobby Barris's level does. Stuff like that, where you know you've got to duck off that 2 ball and put Hazard in trouble. You should never be just trying to pop balls, which is what a lot of these players do. They just keep trying to pop balls and get no idea what they're doing and looking at the bigger picture. You've got to look at the table. There's no way you're getting out here. There's no way you're getting to the 3 ball. So you duck off that 2 ball and let Hazard deal with the problem. But Bobby's just buried himself and asking for a 3 foul here. Yeah, he's asking for 3 fouls. That's how to get yourself in a hole without thinking. Just do what Bobby's done. Now, I'd be playing the 3 ball the other way, and the reason I say that is that he's got no distance between these 2 balls. You know, I'd have played the 3 ball that way and left the cue ball there rather than doing that, because this is just straight across and hit the 3. Yeah, I mean, that's a really bad choice of shot there by Hazard. And look what's happened to him. You know, this is where players don't think. You've had 2 perfect examples right there in those last couple of shots where players aren't looking at the lay of the table and they're making the wrong shot choice. Hazard asked for trouble there. Bobby Barris previously should have played the safety, tried to do something crazy. And, you know, these little obvious mistakes to me are something that the players aren't seeing it. You know, they're not seeing how things are lying and what's the right shot to play in that circumstance. Whereas to me, it just seemed obvious, you know, what you do. But I think the other thing you have to do is you know, take a step back and look at the table and think, right, what have I got here? You know, Bobby Barris should be thinking, right, well, if I pot this 2 ball, how am I getting to the 3? And it really just was a hit and hope. Now, what if I don't pot the 2 ball and I try and duck for cover? I might, you know, if Hazard's going to try and hit this, he might open things up for me and I might have a better chance. And if I can't, I can put him in more trouble. And the shot Hazard had, he had to play that from the opposite side and send the 3 ball around the table. And the cue ball's now gone. And Hazard now with ball in hand. The main objective here is just getting half decent in the 6. And you'll have a 2-rack lead. Now, needs to get off the rail. So what he's trying to do here is come over and bump the 9. Or just get into the middle of the table. Either will work. Now he's hit it soft enough. So this is all good for the 2-rack lead. So now, quick look. And Spud Boy's now finding himself behind. It's now 6-5 to Vertical Liquid. And Paul is now 6-4 up against Bankster. Hazard's now got a 2-rack lead. So let's nip back in to this Spud Boy match. Well, I don't think it's going to make 3 hours, but this is certainly, I think, even in last season's league nights, I don't think any of the league nights lasted this long. Vertical Liquid, who's getting the 8 ball. I've still got work to do here. And above all, don't hook yourself. Tried his best there to do it, but he's got away with it. Now you've got to make sure this Q-tip is centred, because it's easy to turn the cue ball over here at this distance and send that 6 into the jaws. When he's played that sweetly enough. So now one more good shot. This might be a bit straight. Let's have a look. And there's a slight angle, but it is just a bit too straight. That's 7 ball. Got to force this in. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's. I mean, you could go around the angles and come across to this side pocket here where the cue is. You could go forward. It's just a bit dangerous. Well, he's swept that right around the corner too much. But the further the better, because he's now got the 8 into the side. So all you're doing is aiming at the far jaw here, so you don't catch that point. He's overdone it. So we're going to have outright leaders after tonight's session, I think. I don't think there'll be much doubt in that, unless I've missed something from the previous 2 weeks. So back all square, quick look, and Paul has now opened up a decent gap. It's 7 racks to 4 now to Paul. Azad has now got a nice gap. He's 6-3 up, so it is now looking very good in 2 matches, neck and neck in the final match. So Team Philippines are looking good for the result at the moment in this match. And that's not a bad outcome for Spud Boy. Well, the gap's here to kick this one, and there's still a chance it could go in into the side. I think he's going too wide. Is he? I don't know, maybe not. I'd be more going that way a wee bit. No, you got it right. Commentator's eye got it wrong. Well, a gentle little cut. The only thing is the cue ball's heading to an area that this 5 ball and 8 ball could interfere with the next shot. He's got to be wary of that. Now that 1 ball has gone in as well. And he's going to be slightly hampered with this 5. But again, he can, if he wants, he can play a safety here. You know, you send that to the short rail, you come off the 2, something like that, and get distance between the 2 of them. He's hitting it thick, so I'm assuming he's lining up the pot. Yeah, You know, there are safeties there if you don't fancy taking on a pot like that. Now, how much of the cue ball is there? There is enough. There is maybe just enough. I think it'll just go in. Yeah. So you really want to come back a couple inches in this 3-ball. You've got to be able to play the stun draw. You see, Spud Boy's bailing out. The problem, of course, now is he's got to run the cue ball unless he's playing it dead weight. And I think he can maybe hold this dead weight. I think he can. Yeah. The only worry was the 8-ball, but he's done it well. Well, I'm always tweaking this with left just to open it out. He's playing it in the short side. I just like to get out into the table, but that'll do for this to get back in front. Well, he should be on the 9 after he pots this because the cue ball's heading in the right direction. Well, I say in the right direction. He didn't want to do that. And you could have played that and stunned it in and been nowhere near the 9-ball. Now, this is a cutback bank, but he's not lining it up for that. Well, he is now. And that's well done. Good recovery. Regains the lead. Right, now, let's have a spy on what's happening. Oh, now that Bankster Paul match is getting interesting. It's still now 7-6 to Paul. Hazard is 7-4 up. Let's jump into that match again. 3-ball over the corner pocket, thin cut in the 1. 4-ball into the side. Good table to be on the hill in a minute. Uh-oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. That's no good. He's nailed himself to the 6. Well, if he hits it, not quite. Let me have a look. I think you can. I think you can jab into this, stun off it, cut it as much as you can to send it that way, and keep the cue ball down this end of the table. The only problem is you're more than likely still going to leave a pot on. He's giving it the old heave-ho, and I would settle for that. It could have finished a lot worse than that. Well, the 6-7 combo's dead, but there is a gap between the two of them. That's dead down the rail. Well, he had a good go at it. 6 balls finished safe. And he's got away with that one. Now, Bobby Barris has got another one back. It's still 7-5 to his ad. Spud Boy sitting on the hill, 8-6 up. In fact, that's what I meant to just double check there. Spud Boy lost his first match 9-7. He won his second match 9-4, and he's looking good in his third match. So Spud Boy's had a good week, or at least up until now he has. Bankster's now having to kick at the 6. Well, he's not quite rolled out safe this time. So Paul has another go at getting to the hill. Now this should just be maybe across the table twice with a cut and get half decent on that 7. 8 ball. Needs to have a look at it. It goes past the 9. There's no worries about that. And that looks a good pace. That's a very good pace. And this is a nice comfortable roll in and go forward on this 7 ball. And this is just a little jack up and a stun. And all is good. Paul will be breaking for the match. Oh, the 5 ball got a final bump with the 7. The 4's got in. Right, so 2 and 3 ball virtually over pockets. 1 ball is not a bank. Well, maybe it is a bank. It's very tight. And it's gone in. That was very well played. There was just enough room. Just enough room and no more. So, obvious thing here is when you pot the 6, you go over this side of the table. Anywhere this side for the 7. A big area to get into to make that cut. That 7 ball is comfortable for a cut. And the only problem is where the 8 ball's sitting, because the 8 ball doesn't go past the 9. Oh dear. You're kidding me on. Oh, I think he's just got enough of it. That wasn't the way I'd have went about it. But he's just got enough of it. But this cue ball's going to be spinning around the table. And the best he might have here is a combo in the 8-9. He's got the left English on it, so as soon as it hits the rail and the ball, it's heading away south, this cue ball. And it needs to open out. And that's, well, it could be better. I mean, he's sitting here, but that's not a bad line. This for the match. And in it goes. So a good result there for Paul and a good result for his team. Because now, that'll update in a second. You'll see that, excuse me, Team Philippines have got a 4-3 lead now. You've got Hazard now 7 apiece with Bobby Barris. And Spud Boys faffing around here, still 8-6 up. What's happening there? I need a drink. Well, that again could have finished a lot worse than that. So right now, with Hazard tied at 7 apiece, Spud Boy hanging around to go over the line here in this match. Anything can still happen. And Vertical Liquid, oh now, he can get to that 4. He can comfortably get to the 4 to pot it. There's no doubt he can. But what he hasn't done is he hasn't hit it. I mean, all he's done is played to pot the 4. This is no good. He had to hit that in. Okay, he's got a pot and a 5, but that's not what you want to be. Big ask here. And that's what happens when you leave yourself awkward. I mean, he had... Well, again, this could have finished worse. I mean, this is right in the middle of no man's land. Extremely tricky cut into the side. And this probably cuts more than you think, looking at that angle. Nice fat, he's overcut it. How's the luck? Well, it's not bad. That 5 ball does squeeze past the 9 though. And he has got enough of the 5 ball to have a go at it. Oh, is it going to fall in? Yes, it has. Use the 9 ball. It goes in, but again, it ain't getting any easier for Spud Boy. Well, that needs to keep rolling. But the cut is on. So Vertical Liquid has a chance. Now, I think you've just got to play this. The 2 rails and at the right pace just to come past the 9 ball. And that's too heavy. And now again, it's one of these dodgy cuts. Now, the scratch isn't on if all you're doing is hitting this plain ball for the pot. But you've got to hit it with enough pace to come down this table here. Tell a lie. Of course, no, I've just realised that Vertical Liquid's money ball's the 8 ball, which is gone. So he needs the 2 of these, definitely. That looks not bad, that line that he's got there. I quite like that. But it hasn't gone in. And where's it going to finish? Well, once again, he'd be happy with that result. Now, what's happening elsewhere? Let's have a quick look. Oh, Bobby Barris is on the hill. It's 8-7 now. Now, we're going to have time to see the outcome of this rack. Well, Spud Boy also will probably be happy with that. I mean, there is a far-fetched combo on here, but I don't think he'll entertain that. Oh, this is going to nip out. It's nipped out. And Spud Boy, this is as good as you're going to get. Nip that 7 in, up the table, back down, and 9 ball into the side. Nothing else to do with the cue ball, but just let it run out. And that's perfect. That's perfect. So I'm giving that to Spud Boy. We're going to have to dash out here, as long as he doesn't go up and scratch the top pocket. Let's get in here quick. That result should just be popping up right now. Oh, watch the cue ball, and we've jinxed Hazard. We've came into the room and we've jinxed him big time. Oh dear. The commentator's curse is what it's worked again. Oh God. Oh dear. And Bobby Barris with ball in hand. He's got the 3, but he's got to get to that 6 ball. And well done to Spud Boy. Well, it isn't over till it's over, as the saying goes. Oh, this is going to be dead, is it? It's going to be dead. Oh, he's had a brush in the 7. Oh, I think he can get this. I think he can get this. He's going. Is he going too thin? He can get this, I think. Oh, no, I think he was going too thin. Oh, wait a minute. He ain't finished yet. Oh, he's caught the 9. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, I think Hazard shit himself 3 times here in this rack. Oh, dear. So, 3 balls to pot to take this all the way. Oh, no. That's what you don't want. You don't want to finish on top of it. Oh, no. No. This is what you don't want. Well, I was beginning to wonder what was taking you so long there, Spud Boy, but you've had a good night tonight, or a good afternoon. Couple of good wins for your team. And meanwhile, Bobby Barris with a cut in the 8 for the match. And how's the kiss in the 9 and the 8 ball? It's not bad. And I think Hazard, he'll just kiss onto it, but he'll leave a kick in here if he does. Now, he's got to go for this, is he? Or is he going to? I mean, the kick in is on the 8 ball. Now he's got to use that line just before the point, and even if he uses a rail before it, you've got to be careful how close he's going to the point here. He's got to be careful with that. This for the match. Oh, and Hazard can cut that in, but now he's got to watch the cue ball because he wants to help this cue ball down here so he's below the 9. Watch the cue ball. Oh, and he's corner hook. Unbelievable. Oh, you couldn't write the script. You could not write the script. What a finish to this week's league. Oh, dear. Well, he's had a pop. And, well, it's got to be potted either way. And we know that Bobby's vulnerable. He's got a choice to make here. It's got to be the side. And, well, he didn't hang around. Now, you see the difference? He just got down and potted it. Well, that's a cracking result for Bobby Barris. By 9 racks to 7. And after 3 hours this week, we finally got results. And it's 5-4 wins for the Gamblers against the Tactical Geniuses, and 5-4 wins for the Team Philippines against the 9 ball shots. That was there was some excitement there tonight, folks. Right, let's have a look at the summary. So we do have outright leaders now. We've got the Gamblers out in front, 3 out of 3. Mind you, the racks have tightened up as far as the rack wins go, but the rack losses have mounted up there. So they've still got a big advantage in the win percentage. Team Philippines getting their first win, and that gets them on the board. And the 9 ball shots, well, things have got to happen for them. They're trailing at the moment. The Tactical Geniuses played 2, won 1. 67%, 17 wins, 10 defeats. Gamblers, 21 wins, 6 defeats. and then the Racks won and the Racks lost. Now, schedule. We've got next week, it's the Team Philippines against the Tactical Geniuses and 9 ball shots and the Gamblers again. And that will be at 5 PM next Saturday. So if you look down, you've got a lot of weeks to go yet, folks. A lot of matches to be won and lost. A lot of racks to be won and lost. And all I have to do now is, and all the other captains, player stats. Where is that? Where's the player stat? Why, up there? Racks run Chimpy with 21. Bobby Barris with 18. But of course, 9 balls in the break, money balls in the break count as that, don't they? They must do, because he's got 18 racks on the board. Sergresh with 16. Larry with 14. Semi-Pro 14. Paul with 10. MC Clarkey with 9. Pectus with 7. Well, look at me. Look at me down there with 1. I've got 1. What else do we want to look at? Racks High Run. You've got Matt, who is on. He's only had 1 week, but he's already got the Racks High Run tally. He's got 3. Larry's got 2. Semi-Pro and 2. John Boo 2. Even Steve got 2. Mind you, he would have fluked a money ball there, wouldn't he, in the break to get that. Bobby Barris with 2. Bill with 2. Bedhead with 2. And all the rest on 1. Even I've got 1. Racks Run 1. Racks High Run 1. Anything else you want to see? Because I can't read the chat. Right, so we all need to decide how our teams are going to be next week. Did I miss anything there? Average balls made. Sergresh 1.1. Of course, obviously some players have only played 1 week maybe. Chimpy's played all 3, so he's got a good ball in the break. So Chimpy's break's working for him. Semi-Pros is not that far behind. Hazard has had 1 week, he's in 1, so that average will change. Larry's below 1, Bedhead below 1. My break was absolute shit, and that improved to 0.68 in that first week. Vertical, Liquid, Tam, they're all round about the 0.9 something. Matt on 0.901, 909, and then the rest are dropping and tailing off there. Runouts from the break. Chimpy's in front. Or sorry, take that back. He's tied with Bobby Barris, but Bobby Barris is a bit misleading because he's got all those money balls most of the time. Larry on 12, Semi-Pro on 12. Matt in his first week, he's got 8. Pectus, I think if he had 1 week, he's in 6. Sergresh 6. Paul 4. Coldest Pillow 5. John Boo, where the hell am I? I'm still down there in 1. Right, so well, we had a cracking match with Larry and Semi-Pro. Maybe not from Semi-Pro's point of view, but from my point of view, not actually seeing what was happening. It was exciting. We've had some good wins for Spud Boy tonight. He's done well. Who got? That's what I meant to have a look. Oh, Chimpy he's still undefeated. Matches. No, that's not the one I want to see. What was the? Aye, that's the one. And then you open that out. That's the thing I didn't do the last time. Oh, I already had that up on the screen, didn't I? Right, so Chimpy 100%. Matt had the 1 loss there in the first match. In fact, so Matt's 1 and 2 in his first week out. Coldest Pillow he had a win. I think he was 1-2 as well, wasn't he? Yeah. So Coldest Pillow was 1-2, and Larry win, and lost. So he was 1-2 as well. So if you look at 9 ball shots in Team Philippines, Bobby Barris win, loss, and win. So Bobby Barris had 2-1 tonight as well. So that's getting used to the handicap. Spud Boy, that one loss, win, and win. So Spud Boy 2-1. Paul, well, he had that win in the first match by forfeit, remember? So that doesn't really count. But then he had the win in the second match, and then he won the third match. So Paul was 2 out of 2, not including the forfeit. So Paul had a good week for his team. So he battled well. Hazard had that. How the hell did Hazard didn't show up for his first match, so he had that loss. He was late in arriving, and then he lost that second match, and then he lost the third match. So Hazard, I think, the only player this week who came up with nothing in his first week out. So he's now going to make sure he gets here in time for if he's playing next week or the week after. And Bankster, I think he might have not had a great night. So he had that win, the walkover against Hazard, lost that one. So not a good night for Bankster. And that is really it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck to everybody for the rest of the season. We've got matches coming, and we've just got to make up what the teams are going to be next week. So I need to find out from my players as who's going to be available for next week, and then we'll have it set up. So that is it. I'm off to watch a bit of the snooker. Thanks for your company, guys. I will bid you good night. Now, don't forget, if you want to catch any of those matches on a live stream, the ones that are on the 10 ball, keep an eye out. It may well be that Slim will be doing them. The stub match, etc. Keep an eye out for those. If Slim's not doing them, Steve will try and do them if he's here. I won't be there. I do want to watch them though. So I'll bid you good night, and we will see you again very soon. So take care, and see you later, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Good night, ladies.